We live. I'll give y'all a minute to come on in. I'll let y'all know I'm live. Some of y'all could see me already. Come on in if you're coming on in. Really? I got these dark glasses on. That's why. Trying to get myself together. And yeah. We'll let the algorithm catch up a bit. I know it's gonna catch up after. If you just join on back in watching from the beginning, make sure you have the notification on when I go live. If you like today's live or any lives. But it's okay if I can't catch all most of the time. My tribes that be messaging me or commenting and supporting. I know we all busy, so I understand watching back in real time is a little bit of different vibe than it is watching on real live. Welcome on in, y'all. Hi, welcome. Make sure you hit that like button. Today is going to be a good topic. I got Doctor Who on in the background if you can hear my television, just to keep my inner child occupied. Really. How y'all living? How's life? Today's topic is very interesting. It deals with spiritual warfare and witches and warlocks in your family, or if you have friends, close friends who are succubus, incubus, all that good stuff. So it's gonna be a good topic. It's gonna be good. They try to, I don't know, they try to stop me from coming up here, but I didn't let anything stop me. I keep on going. Welcome on in. If you liked today's video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, a like. Don't be shy. Make sure you comment. Feel free to join on in. It's open discussion, always. Make sure you share with your friends and family if it resonates, and if they resonate with it. True, a lot of us are in battle right now and we don't like realize it or understand why understand why we are in battles. So I'm here to tell you the truth. Like, believe it or not, the reason why there is war over your mind is because they want something a part of your mind that you are unaware of about. So come on in if you want to come on in. Listen to today's live. This might be a message that you need to hear, or I don't know, somebody might need the message. So yeah, take what resonates. Take what resonates. Thank you for the like. Thank you for support. I much appreciate it, man. Come on in if you're just coming on in. How your day living? How's it vibing? I hope you vibing high. I hope you vibing on a frequency where no weapon shall form against you shall prosper. Like you are the weapon. They can't cut you deep as much as they want to, but you know you have a purpose. Why? Because you chose to listen to spirit. You chose to listen to your ancestors. You chose to let the world guide you into a better position or a better mindset. Like you learn from all walks of life. Like you as a light bringer, you as a warrior. You is what we call, I want to say, the Etherians, the ninth ether beings. Not only you are able to travel outside of your mind, but you're able to create a world from outside of your mind into a physical realm where you are in any point of given time, and you're able to, hi, welcome on in. Yes, you got to know what you know. Like, you're, what you know ain't wrong, and what you know ain't like a yes or no answer. It's just an opinion. It's, you're like a encyclopedia. You're looking at life through the eyes of the spirit and the eyes of the body, and then you're looking at other eyes within you, which is your ancestors and your other parts of yourselves, which is the celestial version of you. Your inner voice change your mind when you change your mind. Yes, that's true. That's why I'm willing to show y'all different parts of me when I'm going through certain challenges within my life, because I don't want you to think that it's all easy to get to the healing process, or even to let go, or to acknowledge that you are hurt. Sometimes we are looking for things to blame, but really it be our own energy. We got to, like, we gotta check ourselves before we check somebody else in the room. We might be the most gifted thing on earth from the most high, but like we don't even know ourselves just yet. I'm still learning my gift. I'd be like, why is this and that the third happening? Well, one, I didn't have a sit down with my ancestors today. I didn't have a sit down with spirit today, talking about what's the agenda on the today's broadcast. Like, I can't just live life like like that and then not knowing where I am going without understanding the flow of things. So yeah. So today's topic is very interesting. You might resonate, you might not. Odds are you are somebody who might be dealing with like certain witches in your family, putting curses on you, stopping you from your destiny, stopping you from entering a timeline. But the truth is, you are an ancient. You are an agent. You're like a spy to these low vibrational beings. When I realized I'm an agent, I actually became what I subconsciously created myself, was to figure out how can I bring the information subconsciously into the real world and actually make myself a badge of a superhero some type of way, is by going on to the request of spirit. And it might be hard, but a lot of us, we might not understand why. Hell isn't really a waste of time, nor the enemy. So, purgatory is a place of creation. It's the place of nothingness. It's where we all kind of begin as spirit, because we was once solid and we became liquid, and then we just mummified into gas, and gas is the spark of the spirit. We can, like, when you're in that realm, when you're in hell, don't let hell destroy you. Create something out of hell to bring you to your heaven. You gotta be able to walk that um, ladder. You gotta be able to walk those stairs to the Christ of you, not by the Christ of society. The Christ of society is a form of control, keeping you out of your mind, instead of the Christ within you, you gotta go within and to bring it up to the heaven upstairs, so you can expand what your pineal gland. This is a symbol of your pineal gland. When it's not activated, it looks like this. It's dead. It's your spine. All it is just have the spine connect to it. But then once you like open that that pineal gland, that third eye, you start to see everything for how you see it in your own perspective. You, I call these like little lenses outside of spirit, outside of that pineal gland within spirit. It's like another mind within mind, teaching you or showing you different routes that you don't really know, or like other things. It's however you put it. It's your definition of how you see things. But just know that your pineal gland looks exactly like this once it bursts open. Right now, it's just this. Some of us are here already. Some of us are both. We're like half alive and then half awakened, and then now we're trying to create this pie cone into the lotus flower by bringing the lotus flower up to the higher dimension of us by creating the worlds that we imagined. So, like these warlocks, they can't do that. These witches, they can't really do that. They need a mind of a child to order to move within the realm. They can only move within a 3D realm. A child, as sort of like us, the ninth ethers or the etherians, or you know, the source really, we are able to create and travel outside of realms and realms. They get stuck in their timeline as soon as karma hit. But here they know there's a child within a family that is gifted, aka special. If you ever been like diagnosed by your family and they try to like put an illusion over your gifts so you don't come into your gifts. Those those mental illness that they gave you is actually a form of your psyche's superpower of what they can subconsciously see. So they try to program you into a way of them trying to control you by putting you into a box. If you don't allow them putting you into a box, you can easily create your square by becoming a circle, aka sun, and by allowing spirit to, I guess, become an agent, travel anywhere and anything without hurting yourself or without getting crucified on the cross so easily just because they got everything that they wanted. They might have exactly everything they wanted from your vision, but they know on a subconscious level they are suffering badly on an internal level. They are, and once they realize you can't use an earth child that way, cause it pain so that you can get glory, it's what happened is you are giving that child that energy, a, a signal to notify its people or something outside of it so it can get some help and say, I need help. I'm being neglected. I'm being abused. Like this and that, the third. What it is when these older generations, these are the ones who's operating on a draconian and a Nephilim system. They didn't know how to raise an earthly child. They did not. They did not get the blueprint from the Anunnakis who gave them this child. Say, here you go, do something with it, show something with it. Like it looked at us like, well, what am I supposed to do this thing? Like it didn't. So what it is, I realized everybody has a role in each chosen one type of family. There are three different types of chosen one. I said this many times. You have the mother, you have the brother, and you also have the sister. They're all going through their awakening simultaneously, all at the same time. But in order, say the mother is a witch, and then you have a son who's a warlock, who is being raised by a witch, doesn't even know he's a warlock, but he's being used like in the battery pack for like some type of euphoric reaction for this reptilian ish. I'm sorry, we all got reptilians in our family. It just takes that one person to stand out from the rest and to realize why we are the blueprint to our spiritual warfare. Like why we have the key to it. Like for a long time, they didn't want me to know this or give out this secret because I guess with great knowledge comes with great responsibility. You don't know who you handing this out to. For us, while we're in here, is so that they can create a different type of earth angel. An earth angel that can also be known as the Antichrist, the one who has like two different types of subconscious within them. They operate on the good and they operate on the bad, which is us. Like when something bad happens to us, we can visualize. We can visualize bad things happen to bad people, but then we get the karma. But then it's vice versa. It's these warlocks and these witches are invoking in our reality into negative, putting negative things within us. So some of y'all might had a succubus girlfriend. Some of y'all might had a succubus boyfriend or an incubus girlfriend or an incubus boyfriend. And you wonder why it never worked out for them because they had a specific order to bring about on your spirituality, to bring up a certain ancestor within you that they needed to fulfill their purpose on earth. But not a lot of them get to fulfill their purpose on earth because it takes that one special child, that one special, um, like, chosen one who was willing to listen to the dead and the living to create a better solution for both worlds and all worlds so that everybody is able to travel without taking nobody's destiny, without getting stuck, or like without losing their selves, and then they end up losing the memories, the lessons, and be like, huh, I did this shit before. Why am I in it again? Well, the universe wants you to wake up that, hello, this is a spiritual warfare. This is about your life and your mind. They, how can something, like, I don't get it. What's the point of taking over my mind when you can just do the same thing? Shouldn't you just be able to watch how I do things? And aren't you doing that now anyway? But our power is very different than the ones we are separated from ourselves with. Since we are able to create a vision and have a vision, we can change their outcome. The thing is, they try to change their outcome by either A, getting rid of frequencies that no longer serve them. How do they get rid of frequencies? Just using your imagination. Think of all the times you see people in your family go little by little, like disappear, or like not here. Just think about it. Think about it. Like, hello, just just go back on your timeline. Go back on situations where you can put two and two together to see if it makes sense. They don't want me to teach y'all or even let y'all remember that this shit is happening to you all at once. But remind, yeah, reminder, they're hurt too. So so don't think that just because they're doing this onto you so they can get something out of you for hurting you, a bigger blessing so they can steal your blessings. They're getting hurt on an internal level, whether you recognize it or not. You are their walking karma. You are the one that exposes them to everybody, and they don't like that shit. They don't like when something is higher of them that they can't control. Like, why? You created me for that. Like, why? How can you hate something that you created? And I realize all the all the things we talk about on a higher perspective, that's something that's outside of us, is actually right here on the home in home, like right here in the space that we are in. We just have to have a higher dimensional eye to see what it is that we see on the physical level. Right now, we can't see with our 3D body, but we can see with our fourth dimensional mind or our seventh dimensional mind or ninth dimensional, whatever. And what I realized, sorry, I got choked up. What I realized, um, everybody is guiding us. Like, whether you want to consider it or not, we are all being guided secretly. Like, I realize every time I'm getting ready to do something, ready to try to plan a business or like start something new in my life, I get a legit oracle from the Matrix to come to me to tell me my next step of becoming the Neo version within that timeline. I'm different Neos within different timeline. I'm never the same Neo. I'm one Neo in this timeline who has a different set of blueprints, and another timeline I have another Neo, and then you know this timeline I'm considered what Lucy and Neo. Lucy is my feminine and Neo is my masculine. So I operate on two different timelines to bring, because I can do that. I don't know how I'm able to do that. I'm just able to create multiple timelines in the past. But I keep telling myself, don't be the problem if you can't find a solution. Don't take on anybody's problems if you can't solve your own. I already watched that. I have a breakdown live of that. That's how I see myself too, and from X-Men as well. So I'm able to like just pick up frequency easily. It totally depends on me, or it totally depends on how open I am to receive these. Not a lot of time I'm open to receive these because it's too freaky. It freaks me out. I'm not used to it just yet. But yeah, just know that when you are a ninth ether and you're using your powers, just know you can change the outcome. But you can't change your outcome. You can just save yourself from an outcome that you don't want to put yourself in. Like, you can say you want to go somewhere, but you're not sure about it. Or, like, say you want to move to a different state or something. Picture yourself, go in a dark space, ask spirit, picture yourself where spirit wants to be. And if spirit can see more than one path, when you go on that journey, more than one doors, and spirit is able to like stop all the obstacles illusion from these witches and warlocks, because they are following you through the stars. They're following your map. They're not even following their own map. No, they're following the vision of us because we hold the key to what the television, the what broadcasts the world together with through our mind with what we imagine. Uh, next time, next time when you look at an ad and you get that feeling like, huh, I feel like I've seen this before. That's you subconsciously communicating yourself telepathically without you realizing you're talking to spirit through AI. So there's another version of you that you are talking to, just like how there's another version of me through this computer. I might be looking at a reflection of like of the body, but this is not the reflection of my consciousness. My consciousness looks totally different than what I am like looking at. So I'm trying to bring what I look like to my surface, but I'm I don't have all of my consciousness that I created with me in this particular timeline. I don't know where the fuck they are. Some of them I know, but then they're not listening to me. They're on another mission within that timeline, and then they're experiencing their own reality. And I'm like, can y'all just slow down? And I'm able to see what it is that they're seeing within their reality. Like, I know when they're about to get in trouble, I can help them solve their problems, and they help me solve my problems in this world. And then it's like we're sending us messages throughout the future, and we're like, okay, we're able to stop, we're able to do this. And then I'm like, I see this, and then I'm like the I'm like the supercomputer. I go in my ninth ether, and then I'm like, alright, I'm gonna exit out what I don't want to happen. I'm like, it's like in a technology type room where it's like very touch like how it is now, like with technology, you can just touch and ether. It's it's very weird. It's very weird. Like not a lot of people are on this level of awareness, if it makes sense. If it makes sense. Cause like you can really stop all the bullshit that is happening to you because it's really you're going through a world that you created and it's just projecting out onto you what you created within your thoughts. So during that time you was creating something or manifesting something, odds are you didn't do the shadow work correctly or make amends with a version of yourself at that time. So it's gonna what I guess I call it soul hop. It's gonna create another mirror for you to learn that lesson so you can fix it, and then that way you won't get stuck in your timeline. But now these bitches, these warlocks, nah, they want to send a signal onto us and be like, here you go, they did it, and then we get all the bullshit. And we get the bits and pieces. We should really get paid for this. I'm just saying. They owed us a lot. They owe me like $10 million, more than 10 million. I'm counting 20. It's 20 million in the future right now. I'm going up to 25. Next time they put me in a battle, I'm gonna be like, it's 25 million next time if you put me in the battle. I'm gonna make my own divine timing. Even if I gotta steal divine timing, just like how they steal mine. But I'm choosing not to do that because then I become a hypocrite. I become them, or I'll become like what you call it, like a cult leader or some shit. And I seen that past version of me. I guess I experienced it in that world, and I didn't like it. So I rather go the safe way, go to my future, and then I don't mind chaos, but like let me take care of the body. Let me keep the body for a minute. I gotta expend the mind a little bit more. It's weird, but yeah. I'm like that. That hurts my head. It feels like. I was like, okay. I was trying to like get my thoughts all out, and I was like, shit. I did that shit within 29 seconds. Oh, it's premeditated. I mean, what? Premeditated thinking already. That's why I was able to spit it out that way. That I was like thinking about this yesterday, and then I was thinking about it again this morning, and I was like, alright, I'll put a video to it. Maybe some people resonate. But if you need tools to help you battle out in spiritual warfare, please get you some tools. Like, don't let them make fun of you for having these tools because that's what saves you for you not only being the shit out of them and saving your goddamn self. If you need to beat the shit out of them, talk to your ancestors first and God before you do something about it because it might corrupt something in your timeline or might have a setback. So be careful how you go about things. Think a little bit smarter since you know the truth that you're not crazy, that this shit is not all happening in my head. It's happening for real and in your head and in real time. It's just different reflection. And I'm trying to point out how you can see the symbolism and save yourself. You gotta save yourself. You can't You can't let everybody go where you're going because not everybody's going where you're going. If you know where you're going, you are going somewhere that they're simply not going, and they know where you are going, and they're trying to get there through you. And I'm like, fuck no, you better take on this shit like I did, then you can get there because they are here to ascend as well. They really are. So don't forget, everybody has their purpose with their energy. It's energy. Don't get offended with the bullshit that they put you through, or don't get offended how you react. It's part of the program. It's just now you're able to use that duality consciousness, being the God or the devil or the Antichrist. There's another third person of you. Feel free to do what you want with that information. Feel fucking free. Cause I ain't tell you what to do. I ain't tell you what you need to do. I just gave you suggestions. Not my responsibility. And then there's gonna be another war coming up too. I'm like, fucking hell. Not only in the home, but also what they did to the president in another part of the world. So I'm like, okay, just suit up. It's all part of the order. And then we also have our own order. We gotta go with our order, not with theirs. We have our own agenda. We can just leave them over there. We over here, we up here, they down here. So don't worry about that shit. Literally, like don't. You can glance at it, but don't let it affect you. If you want to do something about it, use the power of the mind and do something about it. Change the outcome. You can stop it. I think that's why they created us in the first place. It is so that we can help like real time issues. But it only takes a couple of us to really come up here to push the message that, hey, we got work to do. We literally do. Like, time is ticking. I was like, oh shit, I wasted so much time. I'm sorry. It's time to bring the lucid dream into the real world so we can stop this madness, because with this war that's happening on Earth now, with the president being gone from the other side of the world, now this is just going to bring up more angels, more titans than before, because they are mixing different souls within machines and bodies that don't even belong together. They're trying to create newer hybrids, and these hybrids, we ain't gonna stand a chance once we meet them, because I already saw them in the ether. I already saw what they're gonna look like. I already felt their energy. I already dealt with one, and I couldn't get rid of it. So imagine us raising that type of new frequency, because they want to do some Doctor Who type shit, play God, trying to create these new souls, these new hybrids. I'm like, ain't no fucking way. I saw this shit coming as soon as Barack Obama and Trump and them came up to office. As soon as I saw Hillary Clinton and Bill Clinton, I was like, as soon as COVID came, I was like, I knew they were gonna do some shit like this. Like, I knew, I felt it, I seen it coming. I was just waiting for it. I was like, oh, there goes the helicopter. I was like, shit. Who emotion did they use this time? Because it's kind of like the Matrix is putting a repeat on itself right now. It's the same thing. Kind of like when Kobe died, or like the helicopter situation. Just conspiracy theories, allegedly. Just use. Let me just use your imagination. Because, like, you're going to get messages too. It's not going to look pretty. I'd rather be where shit, if it comes down to it, I'm gonna pick a spot in the world. I'm gonna be in the middle of the forest, like in a, I guess like where you go grow flowers and shit, like the little glass house thing. I'm gonna have a bed in it. I'm gonna be smoking some MJ. I'm gonna be eating all the food that I like, and then I guess with my lover or husband, if I ever have one in the future. But yeah, we just gonna be kicking it. We don't let the world burn out while we still here. And I'm gonna be like, yeah, I told ya. They literally trying to make it like Fallout 76 or like any Fallout. At first, it was Call of Duty. Like they was want to do the whole zombie thing. I was so prepared for the zombie shit, the zombie apocalypse. I'm still prepared. I'm still trying to gather up my money so I can. I'm supposed to go to a gun range so I can learn how to shoot a gun and a bow and arrow. But I know how to hunt and I know how to fish and I know how to create fire. So I know how to survive. I've been watching these like survival tactics. I'm prepared and I know how to create my own batteries like for my technology. Be with somebody you want to be with towards the end of the world who is smart. Like, it's not the end of the world yet. I'm saying it's that world is coming in a little too close. It's a lot of visions that I see. But yeah, oh my god, eh, that was a lot of channeling. I was like, god damn. Let's see. So there's some other stuff I might say. So like a lot of these witches and warlocks, when they come to you, odds are they are, depending on what they are attached to you from, is what they are operating on. Like, if they are operating on your solar chakra and you're always having like stomach pain or like just stomach issues all the time, they're using your sexual energy. They are recycling it. They are reptilians and other things like the gray aliens and all that shit. But they are using your sexual energy to charge up their galaxy or like their world or like their spaceship or their technology or whatever the case may be. You can tell based off how they treat you is how they looking for a certain reaction out of you just to like pick on you so they can get that euphoric energy and transmute it into their world. So like I said before, um, get some, use your tools, like use your crystals and stuff, your sage and prayers, and have a jug music around the house, or just have it in your ear, headphones, to save you from your mind, protect your mind by wearing garnishes like headbands and stuff like that. I might have said that wrong, but headbands and stuff like that to keep you at ease. And always take spiritual bath work, and always cleanse yourself because they do spell work on you every day, whether you are aware of it or not. If you're having a vision problem, that's another form of attack. The vision, like the blurriness from your eyes when you're looking at them, that's why I kind of got my glasses on most of the time because I can see it all the time and it's annoying. They're attacking you spiritually, putting spells in you, and that's your spirit alerting that spell work is being done onto you. So you really need not only cleanse yourself, but then also protect yourself not, please, no matter how much you love somebody or like somebody, you cannot always save everybody from spiritual warfare, because everybody goes through spiritual warfare different, and not a lot of people are aware that they're going through it. So don't beat yourself up if they're not seeing it. It's okay. They will see it in their own time. It don't matter if they're 60 years old, 50 years old, just not realizing what they've done and that they're in a spiritual warfare themselves. Help them. Don't destroy them even more. Because we are here to ascend. And we gotta go somewhere better than this. Like, no matter how much we want to give out the same lesson, show them how you want to be treated differently during those lessons. Give them an understanding that, hey, I know you didn't know, but I knew, and you knew, I knew that I was going through it, but you still kept going anyway. But just talk to them. Talk to their spirit first. You can always talk to them telepathically to help you. Visualize them having a conversation with you somewhere like a park. For me, if you want to talk to me, it's on a train. I only go by trains. If you're trying to talk to me anywhere else in the astral world, I'll be there for a split second, and then I'm like, yo, your signal don't work, mine work. So that's why I'm like, visualize a train or visualize a park, not a room, not a square, not a circle. Somewhere or more expand, where your mind can expand and not trap with their mind, or them trapping into your subconscious and you're trapping into them, and then you wonder why you bouncing all over the wall, because you literally put yourself in a physical box with them. So imagine them and you in a bigger space. Yeah. So yeah, I hope y'all catch that. Hopefully you get it. Hopefully. And other things too to know that you're in a spiritual warfare. One, your financial situation is blocked. Therefore, they have taken over your financial situation without you realizing. Is you giving up your contract, your livelihood to them. You have to get that back by going out and finding your ways of getting more money than before, not limiting your money resources so they don't take your money resources. Like, think a little, like, think better and expand more. Don't get yourself stuck. But anybody have any questions or anything, feel free to drop them down. Make sure you give this video a like if you like today's live. Make sure you also hit the subscribe button for more content. I'm coming up every day now, so just look out for me from between 2 to 3 p.m. I might give myself like 2 days break. It might be, my 2 days break will be random. So, and you can always message me. But right now, yeah, just message me. But yeah. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate for you being here. I really appreciate love the like. And I really appreciate love the donation. So if you want to send me any blessings, appreciate love it. My cash app is down below. And I do offer service. But alright, y'all. I'm gonna catch y'all next time. And welcome to your future.